welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Blood Red Sky, just a new horror movie that just came out on Netflix. It is directed by Peter Worf, I think you say his name. Apologies if I butcher these. And it stars Perry Boymeister, Carl Anton Kuch, Alexander Shear, Kais Seti and Dominic Purcell. So the film is about a woman and her son are going on a overnight flight to New York where she has a disease and they kind of have a cure for her. She's got to get there as quick as possible. We find out during the course of the movie, or if you've seen the trailer, that you find out that her disease is she's a vampire. So she has this medicine that kind of keeps it dormant so she doesn't change. But her flight gets taken over by terrorists, so all shit hits the fan, as they say, for her. So the rest of the movie then is her trying to get the flight back on course to New York, where the terrorists diverted it somewhere else over the Atlantic, I think. Excuse me. And so yeah, and it's also her urges, has her medicine is broke and she hasn't got any left. She's slowly changing into the vampire, and it's her trying to quench her thirst for blood and her transformation into the vampire, which you kind of lose more of your humanity and all that. You change more into a beast at the end of the day. So a couple of good things. I'll start off with good, because I've only got a couple of bad, so I'll leave them till last. So the acting in this is good. All the actors in it do a stellar job, in my opinion. You have a couple of the old tropes in movies and all. You have one arsehole and all that in the passengers. You also have one of the psycho, one of the terrorists has to be a psycho and all that, where he kind of goes off the book sometimes and all that. And but they're all you hate, the key people you're there to hate, you hate. The ones you like, as in the mother and the son, and also Kais Seti's character, was it Farid? Yeah, you kind of like him because he's not the love interest, but he's obviously the bloke there who tries to help the son as well and all that. Yeah, direction's good. I can't fault that. It's on a plane. Most of the setting is on a plane and all that. So they kind of use all the plane really and all this. Use the cargo area underneath the there's like where the flight deck is. There's things under, like a little cubby hole thing underneath there. They use that. So yeah, they kind of utilize most of the plane, to be honest, in this movie, which is, you don't see that often in plane movies. You only see certain couple of places and all that. The mother and son dynamic in this movie is really good and all that. Kind of makes you sad the more she changes, and he's saying mummy all the time and all that, mother and all that, and she recognises him, but more towards the end she's changing more and more into the beast she is. So yeah, you get a little sad part of that. Unfortunately, Dominic Purcell, who plays Berg in it, he's not in it that long. I think he's just kind of an American person to have in it, because it's kind of a foreign film. But a part of it will be in my negative, which I'll get to. So it goes in and out of people speaking. You can see people speaking English and people not speaking English, but you got the dub over it and all that. So, but I think they got that Dominic. He's like the second terrorist to die, so he's not in it that long. He ain't spoiler, unfortunately. But yeah, it's I think he's just in there to chuck an American. He's a familiar face that people know, and you chuck him in a type of movie like this, especially the foreign ones and all that. Is it foreign made? Because I'm not too sure if it is thing, but I know Rapak Studios did produce this as well, which I can't remember who owns that one now, but it's one that sounds familiar. I've seen in American movies. The practical effects are great. I love the design of the vampire and all that, the vampires and that, especially the progression of them. Kind of remind me a bit of between like the vampire type things from The Strain and the ones from 30 Days a Night. So there's a nice little, so very nice practical effects there. Nice gore. There's a load of blood in it. It is. What else? Yeah, kind of like the ending. The ending's pretty good and all that. But I will go on to my negatives now. So they're the pluses. So quite a lot. I only got a few negatives. My biggest one is this is a 2-hour movie, or just over 2 hours, and or just without the credits, probably near 2 hours. But this should have been like an hour and a half movie. It could have easily trimmed 20-30 minutes, because there's some parts of the movie where you're thinking, oh, it's taking a bit long doing this and all that. It's like, you watch the trailer, you expect a big pump action movie and all that, so I was expecting like an hour or 20 hour and a half movie. But yeah, when I saw it was 2 hours, I was like, oh, right, okay, this is a pretty thing. But the minute the terrorists take over and all, there's a few action scenes in there, more hitting when midway onwards and more towards the end. But yeah, they kind of space them out as well, so it's not too bad. But yeah, the movie is way too long. Also, the dubbing, as I said before, because people speak English in it, and then you see the foreigner ones speaking their foreign language, but then it's dubbed over, it kind of takes you out a little bit of the movie. It does, because you're watching one scene where someone's speaking English and then someone's not and all, and you're like, oh, okay, it takes you out a bit. I think if it's like a foreign movie, they may have just done it all in foreign and got it over with, or done it all in English. It's one or the other. I don't think you can have a movie like this where most of it are English speaking actors, and then you have other foreigner actors that don't speak English and are dubbed over and all that. It just doesn't work for me. It does in these movies. One or the other. Either have it all in foreign and put the subtitles up, which I don't mind. I like movies like that. Or have it all spoken English, so you're kind of not getting taken out of the movie too much. It is, but yeah, that's probably my biggest second. Probably is bigger than my bigger negative than the 2 hour run time. My only other one is when they all find out she is a vampire. It kind of like, oh, they want to kill her, or then they don't. Then they want to, then they don't. I think they dropped the ball on a very good horror scene they could have had, where when she loses her humanity, she could have gone on a big bloodbath. But there is other vampires in this movie, which I'm not going to spoil how they became who they are, because there is one. I do like one good scene of what one of the terrorists, the psycho one, does and all that, so I won't spoil that for you. But yeah, that's my negatives for that. But overall, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I'd easily watch it again in like a week or so. I wouldn't watch it straight away, but I'd easily watch it again and all that. And I think the premise is very good. That gives you a nice something different, let's say, with the vampire genre and all that. So I definitely recommend you watch it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below if you've seen the movie or if you're going to see it, and if you want to see more reviews like this, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.